Cops are always trying to abuse their power, but what happens when it's not civilians they're faced with, but undercover FBI agents? Where'd you get it? Federal Bureau of Investigation. The U.S. Air Force specialist and ex-FBI agent was pulled over for having a slightly obstructed license plate. But when the cops found out who he was, they started to look for any reason they could find to get him arrested. How you doing, sir? Yeah. All right. What's there? David with the sheriff's office. Really don't stopping you. Is your plate's obstructed? Whatever that thing's got, you got to take it off, okay? Okay. It's got to be visible with a certain distance. When you went to driving school, a cop pulls you over, what they tell you? Oh, you pull over when it's no, you pull over immediately. Okay? Let me tell you that, and now you pull over immediately. Sure. Because I don't know what you're doing inside this car. Hiding guns, you know what I mean? I'll just say this number one. Right out the gate, this cop is wrong, and it's obvious he has some form of superiority complex. It is not required to pull over immediately for many reasons, such as the obstruction of traffic and general safety, but you should attempt to pull over as quickly as it's safe to do so. If safety is the number one priority, it's probably not the best idea to slam on the brakes and swerve to the side of the road with no hard shoulder. But this isn't the end of the cop's lies. So who are you? I guess I'll make it up, yeah. Former NDFC, and I used to work security. Yeah, it's okay, okay. I'm a contract, yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this shirt by the way, my partner. Huh. Devin shares up this thing. Yeah. Your partner, what? Now, my partner called me. I'm a contractor with Southwest Gas. So I gotta go over there and get him logged into his computer. No guns inside the car? Nah, no fun has it. After a few routine questions, the cop starts to get a little more specific and tries to find a way to incriminate him. What do you got right there up front? Right off the start, I can't say I'll be contacting you. If you contact says I'm gonna write thing. All right. So yeah, sorry. I can turn it on. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. It's got wood wags in the back too. Go ahead and step out there. But why did I know like that? I don't think you like this. Just kind of look this out for me. So you're not like law enforcement, right? You're not a law enforcement officer. Because you said you worked security, right? No problem. I'm a con of security. This car is those. I would have put these on for now, okay? Because would you relax? Hey, I said better. The agent is now being put in cuffs with absolutely no idea why. He has to assume it's because of the lights, but the cops haven't given him a reason for detaining him. However, when they find out exactly who he's working for, things take a very strange turn. But you're taking the lights off of there. No, I do contract work, so I have to have lights off this vehicle for some work. They shouldn't be that colored. Yeah, they shouldn't be red and white, brother. Yeah, it depends on who you're contracting with. If you contract with law enforcement agencies, which agencies do you contract with? There varies. It's DOJ name some. DOJ, sure. CLE address. I've worked for DOJ. Okay, so do you have a government ID? I have a contract period. Yeah. Where's that? It's in my it's mine. Where did you get this? And that's do. Federal Bureau of Investigation badge. I'm gonna read you your rights too, okay? The cops now know exactly who he is, but that doesn't stop them from way overstepping their position and searching the agent without his permission. No guns, right? Inside the car? Yeah. Okay. Cool, because, like I said, meant to money. So back in, okay. So the reason during class, okay? Unless you're a sworn officer. I go in the battery, guys. Yeah, you're not allowed to have red and blue. Sure. Red, because then you might easily impersonate a police officer. Sure. So who issued this to? My former employer. Your former employer saying you should work for FBI around point. I've contracted with the Department of Justice and the FBI. And that's here in Reno. Here in Reno, where's their office at? Or resident agency? It's off of it's next to Wells Fargo. It's right by the traffic circle. Okay. Where they're at. These officers are clearly not happy that the agent has an answer for everything, so they decide to start asking questions that they know he can't answer in an effort to incriminate him. An incredibly manipulative and corrupt tactic. Fitz, you got the badge. Where's your creds at? Where's your federal creds at? I don't need federal creds because I'm not ground and flew by the You have an FBI badge. Sure. Okay, I used to be a task force officer with the FBI. Okay, what's your answer? Safety. Done. Okay. See you outfit. No, I think So what did you work for? I'm like, answer that. Well, I'm texting somebody right now. If you impersonate a federal officer, you know, immediately throw for okay. And like I said, with the red and blues, that alone right there, okay, that's what you're. That guys, like, that's not an offense in and of itself to have it, and you know, it is. I don't want to, you know, actually, right? You have to actually show that, but you don't. They're in your vehicle, and I must destroy those. Okay, I'm gonna pull up Ben arrest for you. I might too. Okay, that's sure can. Yeah, no, or you smart again, but I went have data. I'm here at the interviews. Have data. Oh, you have data. Okay. So let's go over here and I want to get let me get him back. So that was issued to you, say, right? That little what the guy deal. You know, you didn't be later fine there. Well, remember again, their issue is with the lights on his car. The cops do not have the authority to search the agent here, so digging around in his pockets is completely unwarranted and illegal. The specifics in this case are admittedly a little blurry. It's illegal for a civilian to illuminate red and blue emergency lights on the vehicle, but this man never let them up, and the times when he did, he was under contract with an official law enforcement agency, and if he only works part-time with the FBI, it would be wrong for him to identify as an FBI agent all the time. But he never did that, and as such, wasn't impersonating an agent. In this situation, the cops didn't detain him for committing a crime. They detained him because he could have committed a crime. It's the same thing as arresting a licensed gun holder because they could use the weapon for a robbery. However, the next case is much more clear-cut and shows the hilarious power trips cops can often find themselves on. Oh, I'll see you got an ass on the street. On the drive. You could say goddamn sleep lives, okay, whatever. On July 16th, 2022, the Muskogee County Jail found itself facing severe overcrowding issues, with many officers having to wait outside the building to book their suspects. At the time, there was a crime suppression procedure in place of the city, leading to a large influx of suspects. But as the jails became more overcrowded, the county sheriff called off the procedure. However, this was ignored by the police in Muskogee. So in turn, cops in the area were asked to process prisoners on a specific order based on who apprehended them. Local deputies first, state patrol officers second, and Columbus police officers last. As you can imagine, certain cops weren't too happy about this, and when one deputy rightly cut in line, things started to heat up. Am I allowed to him? Let me set up for the fire. Hey, ain't that right? Now, you go in there before us. I'm gonna race now. Watch this. I'm gonna file a complaint. A legitimate complaint. I live. That is the most unprofessional thing I've ever seen in my life. But damn, my day is so bad. I love sit down. So wait a minute. Oh, no, yell. Oh, sorry, yeah. Hey, them on. Oh, I'm gonna file a complaint. That's fine. Remember, it's totally fine for this officer to cut in front here. He's just adhering to the county sheriff's orders. But whether it's ego, a power complex, or just frustration, the cops aren't happy at all. I mean, this beyond that, it's all I know how to say is don't yell at me. This annual asshole gets flared up and freaking fine. Yeah, unless another so this, I don't know. Despite my say, Muskogee Deputy Blaine Adkins finishes booking his suspect, but when he gets back to his car, he realizes it's been blocked in by Columbus patrol vehicles. This is when things really start to get aggressive between the cops. Goddamn supervisors. I didn't know. I don't monitor. Also, I did the first count of well. I don't. So I got a call to go to. I can't go to the call because I'm like stupid as I sound today. No, I not. No, it doesn't be me. I kind of know who would go. There's all night. I'm nothing. Who would go? Yeah, it my goddamn call and stay there. Wishes someone. I never got to work so I got nothing to do with it. Move the goddamn car. Well, I'm looking. That's self. Don't believe. I am doing it. Who's got me a call on my own car? Laugh! Sit apart. Yeah, I have like a bunch of goddamn things there. That is, I'm gonna have to bring you there. Listen, man, I'm only doing what my supervisor told me. I understand. Like, this is ridiculous. And I hate that I'm dealing with this shit. But, so you're gonna have to talk to the sergeant or the thanks. I'll be talking to you, Chief. Hey, Chief, I'm sorry. We got a situation over here. We got CPD won't let our guy down. And they're about to give both blows. I'm asking your CPD officer to back up his car. And Physically say that his supervisor felt about the letter. What's interesting about the interaction is that the officer tells the Muscovy lieutenant that he's only acting on his supervisor's orders. This isn't a misunderstanding between individuals. This is a clash of two entire police departments. And all the while, there are citizens in danger that are left completely without help because of this disagreement. I know that they're kind of at a standstill. Do I have anybody on Forest Road reference to 7511? Hey, sorry, we're grub standing on the wall. Yeah, even what is it? I moved over. Can't out there about them. I tried to get her out, and they immediately halfway open and shut it on me. And I hear there's a deputy sentence me on the radio. That being officer's trying to get in the door. Do not let her in that door. Do not let any officer through that door. From PD. From and the jailer. The jailers are saying that to their radio. So they won't even let us through the door. Tensions are at an all-time high between the cops, with sergeants even having to split cops up to avoid fights. I wonder if I are letting So what do the cops do when they feel threatened? They bring out the handcuffs. It's pretty bad, dude. This not really that dude spot seems saying I'm about to arrest you for instruction. Yeah, to me. This guy's got fault. But my sergeant's telling me that's both. I had that when I started back and he told me to stop again. If I put him out arrested all of them for not doing their job. I really wish it's not my car right there, dude. I'm gonna leave the keys in there, dude. I really not want to be a part of to get charged with a bribe, dude, for sand, dude. I'm telling you right now, bro. It takes over an hour and the arrival of the Columbus police captain to de-escalate the situation. In the end, all the suspects held by Columbus officers were released with a court summons despite having felony charges, and it was decided by the county sheriff and mayor that the Muscogee jail needed to be improved considerably. If you enjoy true crime videos like this, make sure you're subscribed to see more.